What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I love Wednesdays for many reasons, but one of the biggest ones... God, do you guys hear this storm? It is storming really, really bad here. I might actually have to go get Remy and bring her downstairs so she doesn't freak out. It is super stormy here in St. Louis. Like, it's supposed to be like hail and stuff. I can hear it raining and thundering and lightning quite a bit, even through the insulated room. I might have to go get Remy. We may lose power. If we lose power, if I just disappear, you all know why. There's a tornado, and I'm gone. Remy will survive, though. Don't you worry. Remy will live. She'll be fine. Storm in Arkansas. Okay. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We are going to talk a little bit about the Fafnir event, Runic. Runic Rumble. I want to call it Runic Millstone. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a fun situation that grew out of a request on Monday's live stream, and then we'll talk about Guild War and anything else that might come up. So the main thing that I wanted to talk about today was the Runic event, the Runic Rumble event. Blue stacks, here we go. So the Runic Rumble event is live on Hero Wars Mobile. I put a video out about the event earlier this morning, but I with Rumble in the title, I thought for sure this was going to be a Brawl event, and it didn't even hit me. It didn't even hit me until, I don't know, this morning, I guess, that there wasn't a Brawl associated with this event. How can you call it Runic Rumble? Like implying a fight. I don't know. For those of you that are not aware, a Brawl style event is an event showcasing a new or reworked hero that you have an opportunity to face other players on your server by plugging in 4 heroes at maxed out 4 here on Hero Wars Mobile, and the 5th hero is the hero in question, the hero that the event is surrounded by or featuring. So like when the Lilith rework happened, there was a Lilith brawl, and how interesting would it have been for the average player to use Fafnir with some of the Way of Honor heroes? I think this is a huge miss by Hero Wars. Like, I feel like this is such a huge misstep by Hero Wars on Hero Wars and Hero Wars Mobile. Going forward, this should be something that is included. And let me tell you a little bit why. I'm not really mad about it. I just think like it's a missed opportunity. So let's say that you're an average player, right? Like Charlie, average Hero Wars player, does not build a Way of Honor team, has not thought about building a Way of Honor team, but is curious about Luther and Artemis and Helios and Tristan. The aesthetic on some of the heroes is really cool. Do I need Fafnir? Like, that's the question. This is a nice event. We have 7 days. Right, to decide if we want to unlock and promote Fafnir and evolve Fafnir. But really, how well does his interaction work with Helios or Artemis? It seems like Fafnir Artemis is going to be a great pairing because, Fafnir does a lot of stuns. Artemis likes to do extra damage to stunned enemies. That seems like it'd be a good lineup. But is it really a good lineup or what? Like, so there's no really, and this kind of keeps going back to this idea that there's no max testing on Hero Wars Mobile. Now, there are 2 sides of this argument. First of all, the point of not having the Lilith brawl, the Fafnir brawl, likely could be tied into the marketing and design of events like this, such that you don't want your players to know. Now this is the kind of borderline scammy, we don't like to talk about it, part of Hero Wars, is that you don't know how good a hero is unless you invest in him, and you can't get that investment back, right? You can't just unlock a hero and he's effective. You can't just, like in Super Smash Brothers, you're playing, you get a new hero, you can immediately play as that new character with all of the abilities and everything unlocked. But you have to invest at least a little bit of time and effort into Fafnir in order to get him to a point where you could try him out. You know, try him out in your team, or try him out against certain setups, right? Now, I don't believe that it's the purpose of Nexters and Hero Wars and Kismet and all of that to intentionally mislead people into investing in a hero that isn't good. Like, obviously, this hero is good. It's play tested. I know people are having some great success with Fafnir already in Global Championships and Guild Wars. I already know. That this hero is good. But personally, will I enjoy it? Will I enjoy Fafnir's artwork and animation? Do I enjoy how the team is built around Fafnir, or using Fafnir to accentuate my team for and against certain lineups? We do not know. We do not know. And I feel like a Rumble event tied to every single new hero and hero rework would go a long way to helping the community learn about different heroes, not just the 5 to 10 most popular heroes, right? We keep getting this idea, this stuck idea of the meta, right? But I think it could severely help. I think it could significantly help. I don't know. Am I wrong, guys? Do you or anyone know if there will be a 4x gym during the Fafnir event? I don't think that there is, Toons. It benefits Hero Wars Mobile too greatly, and that is maybe the reason why they will never introduce max testing. Maybe. It's possible. Man, my shirt is really bright. I don't have any way of honor heroes built up, so why am I working on Fafnir? Exactly, Richard. Like, if you don't have Artemis or Luther or Galahad, Tristan, Artemis, I already said Artemis, Helios, who else? Corvus? No, not Corvus. Cornelius, excuse me. Cornelius is Way of Honor, right? If you don't have any of those heroes leveled up, then why would you care about this event? Today's my 3rd anniversary playing Hero Wars. Nice. Thank you, Charlie, and everyone for helping become a better player. This community is the best. I agree. Thank you so much, guys, for being such an amazing community. What's up, Ivan? I tested Fafnir at low level. So strange he doesn't any damage at all when he is alone. Yeah. He doesn't do any damage. So I don't know. Maybe someday we'll get max testing. I've given up hope. I've completely given up hope on max testing. Completely. Why do I always see Hero Wars ad about Amira? I already summoned it. Crystal, that's called marketing. You're going to see Amira ads for a little while until they move on to the next ad set. It would be awesome to be able to include him. Ahmed has a great idea. In the event map, you have to use Fafnir, but then, like, whenever you're fighting against Fafnir in the story, it wouldn't make any sense, but that's okay. Cody asks what items to buy in the shop. I actually put a video out earlier this morning breaking that down. Because there's a good chance they are going to completely demolish the faction system at some point for something else new and shiny. Yeah, probably. Probably. I don't know. So again, I'm not really mad about it. I just think it's a missed opportunity. And if I have an opportunity to fill out a survey, like Cinder just mentioned, people are getting some surveys. I'm not sure if I got the survey or not. Let's see if I did. Looks like I did not get the survey. If there's a event survey for Runic Rumble, I'm going to complain about the lack of a brawl aspect to it. Would like to score that Leon skin? I agree. Yeah. Good morning, Andrew. Faf could join your team halfway through the story? Could. Absolutely could. Absolutely could. Zol's going for the runic chests. I think they're a good choice. Unless you don't use Leon. If you don't use Leon, you don't use Leon. Does the Fafnir event expand on the Hero War? Yes. Yeah, Topaz, it does. A little bit. I mean, admittedly, we're only 1 day in. Admittedly, we're only 1 day in. All right, so aside from that, let's answer Cody's question. Let's answer Cody's question about what to buy from the shop here. So there are, and in my video earlier today, I broke this down completely. But in the shop, there are 3 strategies. You can focus on Fafnir. You can focus on getting Fafnir summoned and get him as high as possible. You could focus on runic chests. And you would focus on runic chests if you use Lian at all. And if you use Lian at all, having this health skin is going to be fantastic, right? Increase her ability to counter certain lineups like Kiera lineups and others. And if you don't use Fafnir, or I'm sorry, if you don't use Lian and you're not planning on leveling up Fafnir, then the third option is to invest in items. And I believe the best thing to purchase with the currency as far as items are the skin stones. I think the emerald to coin efficiency shows that the skin stones are slightly better. At least that's just how it's been in past events. But you absolutely cannot go wrong buying some of these high-level orange items. Buying the blue plate armor, the alchemist set, the Alucard's amulet, the Unity of Extremes pieces. You know, any of those will save you a lot of time and energy. What's the next event in Facebook Web? Yeah, we're not sure yet. We're not sure just yet. No leaks from Load Honor just yet. Alucard 100%, says Ahmed. Okay. Alucard's amulet is definitely utilized by a lot of heroes, right? What I'm hearing is get Lian skins because she's my waifu. Yeah. I definitely am chasing those runic chests. For sure. Hope that answers your question, Cody. Farfignugan event. Vicozo says orange items might be overpriced. Yeah, I believe the skin stones are the best value, but I mean, buying an orange item will save you a lot of time. I mean, it will. It'll just save you a ton of time. So speaking of Lian, pictures of you and her running on a beach. When you have your hero OP in Chapter 2 and one of the enemies will like him. So speaking of Lian, do you guys recall a little while ago, we did a little bit of a video series regarding Dorian and Lian. You guys remember that? Dorian and Lian being able to counter certain specific lineup, like being able to duo a lot of lineups. 2 heroes defeating 5 heroes, right? It's an interesting concept. And one of the reasons why it's successful is because, you know, Dorian's healing persists after he dies, which is a key component of the duo, right? It doesn't matter if Dorian dies. And Lian, every time you hit Lian, you get charmed, right? And that combined with her ultimate would keep the enemy charm locked for a good majority of the fight while Lian slowly whittles you down with pure damage. If you're not buying orange items, you are crazy. Okay. Pickles says problem is the chest might be somewhat overpriced. Okay. So we have a new interesting duo here. So on Monday, do you guys remember on Monday I asked for your help getting a near max twins lineup, a near max twins Aurora Sebastian Celeste lineup to test against. Aurora Sebastian Celeste. Some call it the Holy Trinity. Some call it the trio. The Trinity plus the twins is a very popular lineup, both on offense and on defense. Of course, there's a little bit of variety in that lineup, depending on who you're going up against, just like there is in my Kark lineup, right? So one of the members of my server 25, actually, in my I don't want to call it my sister guild because we did have a sister guild thing set up, but my guild and the sister guild kind of broke apart, and we're not really friends anymore. Of course, I'm still friends with everybody in that old group. So somebody sent me, and I know you guys have seen this in the past, but Idrisil is somebody who's probably one of the best, if not the best, or maybe he just spins the most players on server 25. And Iggy, if you're watching, thank you so much for contributing the team for testing. So Idrisil was referred to me by somebody else, and that, he's got the team that you're looking for. Just reach out to him, communicate with him. They'll get you set up with this lineup. So, here, of course, the lineup right here, and the pets are going to vary, right? But the good news is we have it, right? And now we can test against it in the future, just for the sake of curiosity. And this is like a maxed out team. And the reason why I wanted this is because this is in manual mode at current rank. So I wanted to see, through testing, I wanted to see how easy I could defeat this Twins lineup. Or at what point I needed to level up my support heroes that I could defeat this Twins lineup. So now I can work on my Isaac and Phobos and other heroes that counter this specific lineup. Iris, for example, I can work on those heroes and get them to a point, even though they're not going to be maxed out. And in the future, we can have the conversation. As far as I know, Finkelzo, it will never expire. As far as I know, it will never expire. So the idea is that in the future now, I can say, all right, so how well does Iris counter this lineup? And then I can have my Iris, which is leveled up not to max, but this setup is at max level. And I can see, do I need to get my Iris to 40k, to 50k, to 60k? Because the idea, and what I was going for, the idea is that you have a main team, right? Your main team, whatever your main 5 heroes is, that's your main team. And you're going to level that main team up all the way, or you're going to die trying, quit playing Hero Wars completely. And I have a Kark lineup that I'm going to be continually pushing towards maxed out. But you also need to level up all of these supporting heroes, these control heroes, these counter heroes. And I needed to know at what rank they needed to get to, along with my main team. And I thought that in the future it would make for a great video. But Idrisil did me one better. He goes, oh, this team is easy. This team is easy. Tigazil says it might expire depending on how many battles you do. Very true, very true. I don't get a lot of private messages, but you're right, you're right. Good news is I can just reach back out to Idrisil in the future. So he goes, oh, you can easily defeat this team with 2 heroes. You don't need a whole team of 5. So let's watch this amazing fight. Right? This incredible. So Aurora has Kane, and I believe that Sebastian has Oliver. Krista and Lars have the correct pets. Celeste has the correct pets. And the team pet is Axel. And I got this lineup from another YouTuber. I'm not really going to put it out in the universe who. But Idrisil goes, yeah, all you need is these 2 heroes. Really just says, is my Iris now strong enough? Doesn't tell you how much further. Good point, Cordy. Good point. So I've got to ask you. If a team can be defeated by 2 heroes, and this has been like this meta team for a while, and obviously, maybe you need to change something up a little bit here and there in order to, if you are the Aurora Twins team, what could you change up to then counter this 2-person team? What is it that you would need to do to make that change? And then that additionally begs the question, can you build a team of 2 heroes that will counter every lineup? Taking advantage of game mechanics such as time delay, silence locking, charm locking, stun locking. Is there a way to defeat every single team in the game with 2 heroes? And ideally, one of them is always Dorian. Yeah, Cordy, I thought that's why you mentioned Fenris. Did I not share you? Oh, I shared you the screenshot after we talked. Yeah, he used Fenris. There you go. So we have an interesting situation here. Now, obviously, this Isaac is at 177k. Like, this is likely a maxed out Isaac and a maxed out Dorian as well. Okay, this is just showing the power of this individual's hero list. Idrisil, I think, has just about every hero maxed out. Like, maxed out. How wild is this, though? There are no other duos. Leon Dorian and Isaac Dorian. Okay. Can change Sebastian out for Keira. Okay. So it's possible that any magic-based team can be countered with Dorian Isaac. And it's possible that any, physical attack team can be countered with Leon Dorian. Ig's heroes are all red too. Okay, thanks InfectiousRaven. On mobile, who is good against Keira? Corvus is good against Keira. Leon is good against Keira. If they're doing KSJ, then Helios with armor or magic penetration is good against Keira. If you swap out Sebastian for Keira, teams will be countered by all kinds of control teams. Yep. Dorian plus other vampire hero. You're going to run into an issue of not having enough damage if you do that. the reason why this is so effective, and you know, let's watch this again. One of the reasons why this lineup is so incredible, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit here. Once Isaac gets going, and you guys know Isaac starts to spam his ultimate the more frequently that him and his allies do. Look at all of these armor penetration buffs. So not only is Isaac spamming his ult, which is doing area of effect physical attack damage. He's ignoring all of the enemy's armor. He's silencing them, preventing them from doing anything aside from their basic attacks. Right? So you would need a vampiric hero, Satuz. You would need some kind of vampiric hero that would contribute. It's possible that Arachne could be a good choice. Right? Arachne is one of those heroes that could potentially stunlock the heck out of your team if she is tanking. And she has a magic penetration artifact. So she could continually ignore the enemy's magic defense. But a lot of her skills are pure damage. Well, some of her skills are pure damage. So 2 of her abilities are pure damage and 2 of her abilities are magic damage. So the reason why Leon is so good is because she does magic damage, right? Arachne could be another choice. Reminds me of the Aurora Kane DPS. Yep. Arachne and Isaac is super OP. I'm starting to realize that Arachne is a hero that I've been sleeping on also. Ahmed. How many teams can be beaten on mobile with 2 heroes is the better question. So Toons, this is an entirely separate conversation. Does the pets allow you to make this 2 hero versus 5 hero win possible? Is it the pets or is it a mechanical interaction? I'm leaning more towards the pets. Right? Cordy tried some lineups earlier on himself, and he found that he could not win using one pet, but he could win using another pet. So I think the pets have a lot to do with it. Now on Hero Wars Mobile, I have seen some Dorian Leon teams wreck, and I have seen some Yasmin solo teams and Yasmin Dorian teams. I have seen some of that. So I know that it's possible, but having a pet patroned to your heroes is like giving that hero a 5th skill, as well as a huge amount of stats, right? A huge amount of stats. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Could not win with any other pet on Isaac? Probably not. Probably not. It's ridiculous that Sebastian, Lars, and Celeste dead. I wonder what pet could have done better here instead of Fenris. Mara would not have been due to Sebastian. Ironically, more magic defense is better on Isaac for this kind of use. Yeah, funny. So, Cordy, actually, I reached out to Idrisil to ask him his thoughts on the magic defense skin. But I believe in order to reach 177 power level, I believe in order to reach 177k power level, not only does he need a maxed out Mara, but he needs a close to maxed out Isaac, if not a maxed out Isaac. So I bet you that magic defense skin is maxed out. Why are you using old Hero War? Current one don't have interface like this. Ali, this is Hero War's Facebook. Infectious says you need to have a low Dorian to abuse this. Okay, interesting. I wonder why more people do not pet the like button down. Oh, man. So, I tried it, and I lost. My Dorian is only 40k. My Isaac is only 90k. I tried it and I lost. It is what it is. It is what it is. And I think that, let's see. I haven't actually attempted this with any other lineup. So let's try. Let's just see what happens. We're just going to put it on auto mode. Just see what happens here. This is a maxed out Twins Aurora Sebastian Celeste versus my 650k. So we're not there yet. We're not there yet. But the idea, again, the idea is to figure out what we need to do. How much power level does this team have? Let's see. 161 plus 189 plus 176 plus 160 plus 170 plus 181. So we're looking at like a 1.1 million power level team here. That's a tough team to defeat. But the good news, guys, is half of you, well, 90% of you will never need to defeat a team this high level. You might get away with Martha, Dorian, Isaac, and health needs to be high. Okay. I am new and interesting. Which one is better, Dante or Kiera? John Doe, I think Dante is becoming the better choice. Keira was super popular over like the last year and a half or so, maybe a year ago. She was the most popular physical attacking hero, but I think the most popular physical attacking hero now is Dante. He's really good all around. Just Kiera Nebula will beat Astaroth, Twin, Celeste, Martha on mobile at max levels. Paul, thank you so much for that contribution. So there you go. Kiera Nebula. It's, and again, the conversation is, isn't this game is so fascinating to me. It's unfortunate that it requires so much time and money investment to get to these high levels. It really is. Because if everybody was on an even playing field, how much interesting and how much better this game would be. How much better would this be? I don't know. Dante or Kiera on mobile? Yeah, still Dante, I think. I think Dante is just a better all-around hero. He's like a Kiera in that he hits a lot of enemies really quickly, and he doesn't have some of the defensive downsides that Kiera has. Goes back to Monday's decision on who to level. You need 50% of players to beat the other 50%. Cinder, Kira's amazing. Kiera is really, really strong. Really, really strong. But if I was starting right now, I would go for Dante. Not only that, but because how easy it is to get his, let's see, is it Grand Arena? How easy it is to get Dante Soul Stones. Man, I would build a Dante team so quickly. I would build like a Dante. I'd probably build like a Dante Cornelius team if I was starting out brand new. As wild as that sounds, you can easily get Cornelius from the Friendship or Highwayman shop, and you can easily get Dante from the Tower shop. Just pick a tank. Yeah, that's what I would do. Dante Mobile is such a beast, plus works with a lot of meta teams. Kiera on Mobile also silences for 4 seconds. She's still using. Oh, yeah. Undead Dante. Oh, yeah, Ben, I would go for Undead Dante. Yeah, you're right. Corvus is so fun. Oh, everybody's really fun, though. I really enjoy this game. I'm having a good time with this game right now. I'm having such a great time. Dante Nebula ODH. Ooh. Velocirix and Eric. Let's start with Velocirix. La Cavalier. We definitely played them last week. So Velocirix, we beat with Jorgen Faceless Helios. Okay. Jorgen Faceless Helios. Okay. Jorgen Faceless Helios. Again, the goal is to kill the enemy Kark before he ults, right? My server is swamped with Corvus Dante KSJ on mobile? Really? Fox is still the closet cannon? Raven, I love it. We should bring out Fox more often, guys. All right, Jorgen is going to hard counter Galasad. Not really anymore. No enemy Sebastian. That's going to be a big problem. I would imagine that potentially having Arachne in this lineup would be strong too. Okay. Versus Eric. What do we do versus Eric? So, Eric, we used Isaac Helios Faceless. Isaac Helios Faceless. Okay, easy peasy. Okay. Can you attack me? Crystal, if you want to send me a message on Facebook, I can definitely attack you. But you need a thick Dante for that. Got to make sure all things dodge are maxed. Yeah. For sure. Are you not in a guild on mobile? Your fights seem to always be on Facebook. Carrie, I don't show my main mobile account. I don't show my main mobile account because of the secrets. The secrets. I don't want to accidentally reveal any of my guildmates' teams and strategies. They care about such things. Yoink. We're just going to copy Isaac there. I love how Faceless pushes Aurora back so that I can be in range of both heroes with my Kark. There we go. All right. Can you attack me? I was in Hero Wars website and server. Oh, I'm not on Hero Wars web. What secrets? Zol, I'll tell you this, Zol. I do a wave progress team. I have an undead team, and I have another team that I don't really want to talk about yet because it wasn't my idea, and it's a very fun team. The issue isn't my secrets. I'll see you next time. It's people in my guild. Because on Hero Wars Mobile, for whatever reason, secrecy matters a whole lot more than on Facebook. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that, you know, you can't see, like on Facebook and web, you can see teams. Oh, Raven, is this you? Raven, are you still here? Is this you? Butt grumble. And Grand Arena, you could see some players' teams, right? But on mobile, you really can't. Do you use an Android, iOS emulator for mobile? Do you use your phone? Ahmed, I do all of those things. Oh, Raven, there you go. We're going to pick your brain, Raven. So Raven is using Corvus, Dante, Celeste, Isaac, and Sebastian. First of all, I got to ask you this question. Why Corvus instead of Aurora? Why Corvus instead of Aurora? I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I'm curious. Because this debate actually has been quite overwhelming over the last week. Overwhelming? I don't know. Not overwhelming. People keep asking me the difference between these two. I've gotten a lot of requests between the two because Corvus is going to be better. And Corvus counters DPS. Aurora gets shredded by Isaac. Okay. So the prevalence of Isaac, you would say. So a lot of people suggest that Sebastian is this ultimate meta shift, right? And I can see a lot of that characteristics in Isaac as well. You know, whether a team has or does not have Isaac will determine just about more than anything the heroes that you need to use against that team, right? To counter Yasmin. There are so many people with Isaac now. Mm-hmm. Charlie definitely works for the CIA. Yeah. Secret squirrel stuff for sure. I'll tell you this, Richard. I have, over the past 2 months or so, I have a dramatic fascination with the CIA and the drug trade. There's a TV show on FX called Snowfall that I'm really enjoying. And there's a movie with Tom Cruise, American Made. And it's all about like selling drugs in the United States to fund a war like in South America, and all. And it's fascinating stuff, super fascinating stuff. Not just that. Obviously, the CIA is way bigger than that. But I've been watching a lot of TV and movies about that stuff. There are so few Magic teams on my server because of Isaac. For me, Aurora is the best tank with Dante and Select. Okay. I also run that same line with Fox versus Isaac. Okay. So, against Isaac, you would drop your Isaac for Fox, Raven? Alternative Corvus line. Interesting. So you would use this lineup against Isaac. Is it because your own Isaac is a dead hero? So this is what I really want to bring more of this to my community. Stuff like this. Because, most people wouldn't even think to use Fox because of the people constantly telling people how bad Fox is. We need private message feature as well on mobile. I agree. Breaking Bad? Oh, yeah. I love Breaking Bad. So you drop Isaac, I guess, because Isaac isn't that useful against... What event is tomorrow? Interface, we don't know yet. We'll know very soon. In the next 12 hours or so, we'll know. Why Fox? Ben, that's a great question. I love it. So Fox is an interesting hero. She provides armor penetration artifacts. She does a lot of... let's see, where are you, Fox? Here we go. One of my least leveled up heroes. Stuns and blinds. Knockbacks. Fox uses the same artifact bonus that Isaac does. Isaac absorbs damage. Yes, but Fox can take a tank out of the game. You can actually decimate Helios quickly with Corvus. Aha. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. That's fascinating, Raven. That's fascinating. So you would use Fox kind of like somebody would use Qingmao or Iris to kind of take out a tank while simultaneously, helping to drop Helios. Anakin Plays asks, how have you so many good heroes? I've been playing for like 3 years. In fact, tomorrow is actually my 3-year anniversary of YouTube. So, GTR Charlie mode, bad golf in the future. I think next event will be with Astral something. Okay. So why not Morgan? Morgan provides armor penetration as well. That's a good question. I would guess that it probably has something to do with slowing down enemy Dantes, enemy Yasmins, enemy Karks, enemy Kieras. Morgan doesn't really slow down those second position big damage dealers. That would be my guess. Fox was the original counter to Kark, or one of the original counters to Kark back before they added a couple of heroes, right? Will Easter event happen on Friday? Ooh, the Easter event's coming soon. Ooh, is it the Easter event? I use Fox for a similar effect to Arachne. That stun is absolutely brutal. The blinding is a double bonus. Fenris turns her into a monster, but my biggest thing is no one runs her. You got that right. This is for Facebook, Tones. This is for Facebook. So Easter is this Sunday, isn't it? Here we go. Okay, here we go. So I would guess that Spring Rebirth is the event this weekend. Thanks, Trip Splash. Trip Splash, Good call. Good call. So this event is a... First of all, here are the tasks. You have log in 3 times. This is a 3-day event. You have reach VIP. You have buy emeralds, spend emeralds, spend energy, and then open chests in the tower, and then finally start or join one adventure. The rewards are going to be these keys. Whoops. The rewards are going to be these keys right here. I can't zoom in. There we go. And these keys are what you use in this. Do you guys remember this? This is the event where everything is covered up, everything is hidden, and you use the keys to turn over the cards, and you get the rewards. Now, remember the Lesser Soulstone chest, I think, was swapped out for Eternal Seeds for the last event, right? I bet you this event's this weekend. I bet you this is... Yeah, Easter is this Sunday, Tunes. My boy doesn't have a football game on Sunday, so I know it is this Sunday. Right, so... Log in, get VIP, spend emeralds, spend energy, buy emeralds, open chest in the tower, start or join adventures. I bet you this is the event this weekend. Looks like we're going to get some avatars and avatar frames. But looking at Load Runner's leak page, there is nothing. There's nothing confirmed yet. But I tell you what, we'll know by like 8 a.m. Central Time. Like 8 a.m. Central Time is usually when the teases go out. But I bet this is it. Abhinav, what did you ask? Is there any gift on anniversary? No, it's my anniversary, Abhinav. I've been playing. I guess I could give something away. Hey, this ad. What ad? Yeah, this is a Wikipedia, so there's a lot of ads in it. A lot of ads. If it's only 3 days, then it can't start on Friday since Easter and on Monday. Mine also. You get an avatar, Abhinav. You get an avatar. An avatar for 1, 2, and 3 years. You get a frame or avatar or something for anniversary. Yeah. This is my YouTube anniversary though. My actual anniversary was like back in February. Try the game needs a dodge magician. Aurora is the closest, but I'm thinking of a damage dealer. Your thoughts? A dodge magician. I mean Heidi, kind of. Arachne. Right? Oh, Arachne doesn't have dodge. Why did I think she had dodge? Arachne? She doesn't have dodge. Sorry. You got a framer. Okay. All right. Okay. So, yeah. I guess tomorrow's event is probably a spring event. Not necessarily an Easter event, because not everybody celebrates Easter. But the spring rebirth event is what we had last year at this time. And I would bet you that that's what we're going to have if you wanted to make a guess. I think that would be a pretty close guess. So I'll likely do a video tomorrow morning as soon as we get confirmation about that. That'd be a good video to do. Regardless, tomorrow is Thursday, and likely tomorrow night there will be a new event. So this is my first of 2 to 3 warnings for everyone that's playing Hero Wars, Facebook and web, to not do your dailies tomorrow morning until we find out for sure what tomorrow night's event is going to be, unless of course you're really big on the Amira event and you're just trying to get stuff accomplished there. Right? Okay. Live stream tomorrow is at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. That's 30 minutes before the event's going to go live on Hero Wars Web. It's also 1:30 a.m. UTC. We're going to go live. We'll talk about whatever event has been revealed, and then we'll play the event when it goes live at 9 p.m. Central Time. So thanks everybody for hanging out. We had a really good live stream today. I think a lot of people showed up. Amira ends today. If it ends today, I wonder if was there any teases about tomorrow? No, they didn't even tease the Amira event. They just teamed the Masquerade event. That's the last tease that they did. All right, so I will see everybody hopefully right back here tomorrow evening. All right, be sure to hit that like button on the way out the door if you found this video helpful. If you are watching the replay, please type replay in the comments section to let me know who and where you've been, what you've been up to. Hopefully the top half of the house isn't blown away with the storm. I'm going to go check on Remy, and we will see you then. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.